Hello and welcome to Alexpo, and Rafa Benitez has been sacked by Everton. We all knew it was coming, it was just a case of when rather than if, but it's finally happened after a 2-1 defeat to Norwich on Saturday. Rafa Benitez has been sacked by Everton. This whole saga was an accident waiting to happen. Rafa Benitez is a Liverpool legend, Champions League winning manager, and Everton fans, rightly or wrongly, probably rightly, didn't like that. They didn't like that this man had been appointed to their club. Obviously a great manager, but not the man Everton wanted. And we were just waiting for this to implode, and it finally has. Barely any investment in the summer for Everton. He's had big injuries to Richarlison, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Results have been poor. They've now sold Luca Dean. It's all been going tits up at Goodison Park, and now Rafa Benitez has been sacked by Everton. But the big question is, who's going to be next? They've had so many managers in years gone by, different styles, different philosophies, all of which have eventually failed or left to go to Real Madrid. But who will be the next man in charge? Well, using Football Manager 2022, I'm going to find out. Let's dive into this simulation and see just who Everton pick to replace Rafa Benitez. Right, here we are on the 16th of January 2022, the day that Rafa Benitez was sacked by Everton. We're going to sack him on this exact day as well, just for a bit of, just to keep things coherent. But in this simulation, he's actually doing better on FM than he is in reality. In reality, Everton are in 16th place with 19 points on the board. But on FM, they're in 11th with 28 points. They're not really challenging for Europe, but they're not going to go down either. It's going okay, and Luca Dean has got 9 yellow cards, so maybe he's just a bit angry about Rafa Benitez. But it doesn't matter because he's still at Everton, and he hasn't gone to Aston Villa yet. It's not going to happen. As you can see, Rafa Benitez still the Everton manager, but in 3, 2, 1, and just like that, Rafa Benitez is gone. Rafa Benitez sacked. Well, it says there he's left, but I sacked him. Terminated his contract on the 16th of January 2022. In reality, the favourites to replace him, you've got Roberto Martinez, Duncan Ferguson, Wayne Rooney's been mentioned, Frank Lampard, Graham Potter, because he's linked with every job that is in Brighton. Christ, they really want to see Graham Potter leave the Seagulls. In Football Manager, the options are, we've got Wayne Rooney at 9-2, Marcelino at 6-1, and a man I don't really know, Eduardo Coude from Celta Vigo at 15-2. But incredibly, it is Wayne Rooney who is the favourite to get the job at Goodison Park. You can see there, he is wanted by Everton. Will that happen? What I'm going to do now is I'm going to simulate as far as I need to go into the future to the point in which Everton appoint a new manager. It might take a week, it might take a day, it might take months. Next time we see each other, Everton will have a new manager. Who's it going to be? Let's find out. Right, here we are, the 10th of February 2022, a few weeks on, and Everton have got their man. It is not Wayne Rooney, instead it is Arne Slot from Feyenoord, a man we've seen a lot of times in Football Manager simulations gone by, and every time I make the same old joke, his name sounds like Slut. I mean, Everton, yes, they've had a lot of managers, you could call them managerial sluts, but they have now hired Arne Slot, and a man who I've done a little bit of research on, just to brush up on my managerial knowledge. Arne Slot, he's currently 43 years old, and he's very, very bald. He's a Dutch midfielder, well, previously was a Dutch midfielder, never played at international level, and he spent his full career in Holland, both as a player and a manager. He started as a manager at AZ, he got sacked over the summer because apparently he had his head turned by Feyenoord. Luckily enough, after he was sacked, he got the Feyenoord job in the summer of 2021. They're currently third in the Eredivisie, which it's pretty good for Feyenoord. He likes to play possession-based football, take a few risks, they're progressive in their passing, and that might appeal to the Everton faithful. He arrives at Goodison Park, 10th in the league, and he's already made a change, making Yerry Mina the captain, which is... It's quite a bold move, I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, bidding off Seamus Coleman, a bit of a club legend, and giving the armband to the hot-headed Yerry Mina. Arne Slot is already making big changes at Everton, but will it pay off? What I'm going to do now is I'm going to simulate until the end of the season. Let's see where Everton finish. Okay, here we are at the end of the season. Rafa Benitez is gone, Arne Slot is in, and Everton have came 10th. Bottom of the top half with 49 points, sitting in 10th position. Overall, not a bad little season for the Toffees. What kind of football has Arne Slot been playing? Well, he's been playing a 4-2-3-1 formation. Couldn't work it out there was only 10 players. That's because the right winger's gone walkabouts for some reason or other. Must have been Demarai Gray, I assume. To have a little look at the selection info, the star player in this team has been Ben Godfrey. Dominic Calvert-Lewin's been good as well. He got 16 goals. Another player hit double figures, that was Richarlison, unsurprisingly. Then after that you've got Demarai Gray with 4, Rondon with 3, Doucouré 2, Iwobi 2, even Cenk Tosun getting a single goal. Perhaps they'll need a few more goals from midfield and elsewhere. There's a lot of reliance there on Dominic Calvert-Lewin, a man who was wanted by Tottenham Hotspur. I suppose we'll get a better picture of things of who's featuring and who's not in the second season for Arne Slot, but for now he's steadied the ship, they finished 10th, and things are going okay for Arne Slot. 29 grand until 2024. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go until 2024. We'll go till the end of that contract. Let's see if he's still there. Let's see if he's still the Everton manager. Or see if the Toffees have done what they normally do and just sack the manager at the first chance of asking. Let's go to 2024. Let's see if Arne Slot is still the Everton manager. Okay, here we are, the 17th of June 2024. 2 more years into the future. And Everton haven't moved an inch. They've once again came 10th. This time getting 54 points on the board. But who is their manager? Let's have a little look, and it is still Arne Slot. He is still calling the shots at Goodison Park. Now he's got Jordan Pickford as his captain, replacing Yerry Mina. Yerry Mina was removed as captain. There's been a new chairperson appointed. Bill Kenwright has left the club. It's all been going on. And Yerry Mina is actually still at the club. He's just been binned off as captain. And Luca Dean, deemed to be a vital part of the team, he's still at Goodison Park. Things haven't really gone too wrong for him. Yerry Mina actually only played 1 game all season here. Despite getting the captain's armband, he hasn't been very good. He played well in his 1 appearance this season, but the fact he only made 1 appearance tells you all you need to know. And it's not like he's been injured all season, he's just not been wanted by Arne Slot. You can tell by the landmarks there's been no cup success, but how have they been getting on? Obviously in the first season he came 10th, which was okay, and in season 2 he actually came 7th, which was pretty good, you know. Everton winning the Everton Cup in 2023 and coming 7th, but missing out on European football because Tottenham of all teams, won a trophy. They nearly went down there, coming 16th, but they won a trophy and qualified for the Europa League, costing Everton Europa Conference League football. Sorry. Let's have a little look at the sign and see who we have brought in. Biggest signing so far, Nuno Santos there from Sporting. Left winger, Portuguese. Sold straight away. For Everton have been mugged off here. They signed him for £27.5 million. He never played, and then he went straight back to Sporting for less money, £4 million less, and he's been really good at Sporting. So that's just mental. One awful. I don't understand what happened there. He's got rid of John Joe Kenny. He's got rid of Andros Townsend, who's going to score those wicked Ian Robben style goals. I don't know. Who else we got in? Ronaldo from Lille, Kennedy from Chelsea, Steven Bergwijn came in on loan. Still no bigger signings. Carlos Vinicius from Benfica, the former Tottenham loanee. How's he been getting on? Not very good, just 4 goals. Banging them in the Eredivisie, but I mean, many a club's been misled by that as before. Eddie Nketiah, he arrived for fairly big money. Only scored 3 goals, not great, 1 in 4. Richarlison's been sold to Manchester United. Rondon's been binned off, which is probably for the best. Cenk Tosun. They got rid of Cenk Tosun, they got rid of Andre Gomez. But that appears to be it. Let's have a little look at the players. The star man, once again, is Dominic Calvert-Lewin, 16 goals. The only player at the club to hit double figures. Alex Iwobi nearly did, to be fair to him. He got 9. Facundo Torres, whoever he is, some young Uruguayan kid with the number 10 shirt. He scored a fair few goals. Bit of an astute bit of business there by Arne Slot. But Arne Slot is still in the Everton dugout. He's got himself a new contract. He's increased his wages to 42 grand. He's there until 2026. He's not held in any high regard yet at Everton. He's not favoured personnel or an icon or a legend, which is fair enough. All he's done is finish 7th. He's got a long way to go to reach the likes of Dixie Dean and Duncan Ferguson and Alan Ball and all the boys. But for now, he's probably just happy to still be in the job. He's been there for over 2 years, 129 days. Well, 2 years and 129 days exactly. He's been there for longer than 2 years and 128 days, but he is still there, and that is the most important thing for Everton. They've got a bit of solidity, they are finishing in the top half consistently, and I'd like to think they're playing a good style of football under Arne Slot. The signings haven't really kicked on. Moshiri hasn't been able to invest the money he probably wants to invest, but they're playing 4-2-3-1. They're not scoring many goals. Well, are they? Nah, not really. It's just Dominic Calvert-Lewin they're relying on, and he could be leaving in the summer for Chelsea. But at least they're not battling relegation, and at least they're not sacking a manager each and every week, and they haven't made the mistake of bringing in a Liverpool legend. Will Arne Slot be the man to replace Rafa Benitez? Gonna be honest with you, I highly doubt it. Don't think he's even been mentioned as a candidate, but on Football Manager, he got the job and he has done okay, which for Everton is probably enough right now. They've had years of inconsistencies, great starts, poor finishes, bad middles, and just tears in the Gladys Street end. But will they kick on with a new manager? Will it be Wayne Rooney? Perhaps we could do an experiment on that in the future. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. But for now, we're going to leave things there. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. As always, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Alexpo. And until next time, we will see you around.